Hey guys, it's Tricia here of triciatomire.com, and I hope you are having a phenomenal day. As you know, it is a new month, so I am here to introduce the June topic or theme for the month. And, to be honest, I went back and forth on what the theme would be with everything that has been going on with the disgusting loss of life of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, to name a few of the countless many, and the topic of systemic racism now on the forefront, and lots of people having conversations, very heated, very charged conversations. I decided to change my topic to communication. I think that topic is very timely and very key right now, just because we have so many people that are trying to adequately express what they feel, what their thoughts are. And I know that there are a lot of uncomfortable conversations that are happening that need to happen. And so I just wanted to talk through communicating, how we can better communicate, we can alleviate misunderstandings so that we can move forward in the spaces where we so desperately need to. So for today, I am going to focus specifically on the breakdown of communication. Everybody communicates through all different kinds of channels. So, I'm sure people are familiar with nonverbal communication, verbal communication, written communication, visual communication, and there is so much of that going on all the time. It is easy for things to get lost in translation. It's easy for things to be misunderstood. So understanding why and how communication breaks down, which then leads to misunderstandings, is a good place for us to start the conversation. A lot of the times what's happening is people are only listening to respond and not actually listening to learn. So if you are entering a conversation or a situation with that mindset, you are not open to actually hearing or understanding a difference of opinion or someone else's perspective. You're only really half listening because you're already processing, okay, here's my counter argument, or here are the points that I am going to rebuttal as soon as this person stops talking. And so you don't even give yourself an opportunity to really understand the message, or take it a step further and understand the root cause of where that message is actually coming from. I look at communication as a two-way street, right? There's someone sending information and there's someone receiving the information. And where the breakdown typically happens is on the receiving end of it, right? How someone perceives it, because perception is reality. So we'll talk about the sending part of the communication at another time. So for today, it's mostly about how someone is receiving the information. So things that cause a breakdown in reception or the receiving of the messaging is a lot of different things. So the first I would say is, and I absolutely hate this term, but it is a good way to kind of package it all, and that would be emotional noise. So, for example, if I have an attitude about something, or I'm just like in a mood and someone is trying to give me information, I am not hearing all that they have to say because I have an attitude. That is an example of what emotional noise would look like. Or if someone is receiving a message and they have their own personal agenda, they are not hearing the entire message. They're not able to absorb the entire message. So an example of this, and I'll use myself again, is if I was asking my mom if I was able to go out with my friends when I was younger, hey mom, can I go to the mall with my friends this weekend? She's listening to me, and I'm listening to her. She is giving me probably very valid reasons why I should not or cannot go to the mall with my friends. And I have my personal agenda because I want to go have a good time. So I am not fully listening to what she has to say, and that's going to cause a breakdown in communication. Another type of emotional noise is the need to win. Ladies, I know that you all can relate to this. Having a conversation with my husband, and sometimes I want to be the person that is like, no, this is the right way to do it. This is how we should do it. And he might be explaining a different way, fly, but I'm not fully listening to maybe his method or his approach because I'm ready to give him my opinion and quote unquote win that conversation. And lastly, another bucket of things that impact the way that people receive information is just sheer differences. And that's not a bad thing. I don't think that differences are bad at all. I think they're fantastic. But I think it does cause for us to need to do a little extra legwork to make sure that we are understanding one another. So things like generational perspectives, cultural perspectives, personality perspectives, those are all things that impact the way that we look at things and therefore perceive things. So as you guys are having conversations around whatever topics that you choose, those are just some things for you to be mindful of as you are driving the conversations and engaging in the conversations. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, emotional outbursts, please feel free to reach out. You know where to find me, ts@triciatamire.com. Until next time, onward and upward.